Hey, what's up everybody? Monado Max here, and today we have a special video. We're doing our traditional Nintendo Direct predictions video. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Max, there's no Direct announced. Why are you doing a Nintendo Direct predictions video? There's gonna be a Direct in February. I'm calling it now. I mean, it makes sense with everything coming up with Nintendo's lineup. So many questions on certain things. It just makes sense for them to be a Nintendo Direct. If there's not a Nintendo Direct, you all can just destroy me in the comments below. You guys have already destroyed me in the comments in the past, like when Sora got in Smash, so I'm used to it at this point for you guys to roast me in the comments. Now, with that being said, we have some special guests. I don't know if they're really special guests at this point since all of them have appeared in videos so many times now, but we're still going to make a big deal about it. So, we got Itachi Cosplays.
What's up, everyone?
We got J. Matthew.
Hey!
We got Tonology.
What up? I feel special even if you don't call me special.
Well, you know, I didn't know if we should call you special guest anymore just because this is like, what, your 7th video? All of you guys? I mean, like half my videos you guys are in now, so I don't know. Every time we do these type of videos, I think it's literally always you guys that I pick for this. I know we had John Tendo also. Anyways, moving on.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with some disappointing stuff. I don't think we're going to have no Breath of the Wild 2 or Bayonetta 3. Those are the two games I feel very confident that will not be shown at this Nintendo February Direct or January, February. I don't know. I'm leaning on February. But I don't think there's going to be any of those content for those games being shown here at this Direct, mainly because I feel like Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be Nintendo's big holiday game. And then Bayonetta 3, I'm just going to throw this out there. I feel like the release date is going to be September. So I think those two games are still going to come out this year. It's just going to be late 2022. Tachi, you're up.
Okay. I agree with both Breath of the Wild 2 and Bayonetta 3 not being shown. I don't think they're going to be shown until E3. I do think that we are going to get some new content, though, and I think we're going to get it pretty soon. I think we are going to get DLC updates, whether it's free or paid, for Mario Party Superstars. And I think that's going to be one of the first things that we see in the Direct.
Ooh, I honestly forgot about that game. Wow, that's a good prediction.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo forgot about that, just like they forgot about Super Mario Party. Anyways, J. Matthew, you're up.
I think there's one game that too many people are banking on happening, which is a long shot in my eyes, and that's Mario Kart 9.
Oh,
I'm thinking that there was some random rumors and leaks on Twitter that one night, and everyone was screaming about it. It started trending, and like it was just a rumor, like any other rumor, but everyone was seeing it. Everyone was freaking out about it. I just don't see that happening, at least until like the next Switch comes out. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling millions per just fiscal quarter. It's a weird move from Nintendo, and you know, even if they don't make it a Mario Kart and they make it Nintendo Kart, I feel like that's gonna be really divisive, and I don't know. Mario Kart 9 is just something that people shouldn't really be believing right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I do not think that they're gonna show it off. If like they even bring it up, I think it's gonna be something similar to when they first announced Three Houses or Metroid Prime 4, where they said Mario Kart 9 is in development, or the next Mario Kart is in development. And it's gonna be text. It's not gonna be a logo. That's if they do anything with it at all. I just don't see it happening.
I think Mario Kart fans are just so tired of seeing Mario Kart 8 and just Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in general that they're going to believe anything. They'll believe that a Mario Kart is going to come out of the sky. Like that's how bad these leaks are going to get. I do think Mario Kart 9 is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be this year, just because there's so much Nintendo this year. Like they have so much coming out this year that I can't imagine Nintendo putting both Breath of the Wild 2 and Mario Kart 9 in the same year. But I mean, I've been proven wrong before in the past. I just feel like if that game was to come out this year, like people are speculating, it would be more closer to the holiday season. So let's just say that the leaks are true. I would feel like that game would be announced at E3. Or maybe it'd be at the big announcement towards the end of the Nintendo Direct, because they always end the Directs on one big thing. But I don't know. I'm gonna say no on Mario Kart 9. I think that's more gonna be a next year thing, but we'll have to see. Ty, what's your thoughts?
So yeah, I agree. I don't think we're gonna see anything Mario Kart. I think that leak happened, and I think it's probably still pretty early on with whatever they're doing with it. I think we're gonna see another look at Splatoon 3. Okay. I've heard that there's going to be more re-releases coming out, like Detective Pikachu, a version on the Switch. I don't know if it's going to be just a port or I don't think it's going to be a remake, but stuff like that. I think they'll touch on a lot of stuff that's been announced, but I think I would be surprised if we don't see either like a Metroid Prime trilogy, or I've also heard that they're going to split that into separate releases. And so if we just get one, like Metroid Prime 1, I think that might be the big reveal riding off of the success of Dread.
It's interesting you bring that up. So all these leakers are changing their complete story about Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
It's being reported that it's just going to be an HD release of the first one, and that they're going to separate the three, and it's going to be like separate releases. They're talking about it still being a trilogy HD release, and then now I think the more recent stuff is that it might be a remake of just the first game. So
really?
I don't know what's going to end up happening. I know my leaker said it was the trilogy HD, but now he's changing his word like everyone else is. So it's really weird. I don't know what's happening with that. But I think you're onto something with that, just considering Dread's success and all of that. I mean, it would be weird that if we don't hear anything Metroid this year. I mean, at least an update on Metroid Prime 4 would be nice. I mean, it's been...
I don't think we're going to get any big whatever the next direct is, I don't think we're going to get any big announcements that haven't already, aren't already out there.
So I got a big one. A big prediction. This is going to be some next level crap if I get this correct. All right, brace yourself. So, we got the Persona 4 Arena Ultimate X, whatever the crap that game's called, coming to Nintendo Switch in March.
Okay.
Everyone's confused why we're getting that and not Persona 4 Golden. I think Atlas is stupid as crap because, I mean, they put Persona 5 Strikers on Switch, the sequel to Persona 5, when everyone just wanted to play Persona 5. Anyways, this is not an Atlas rant video. Brain meats are going off right now. I believe we're going to see Nintendo talk about how Persona 4 Arena Gold, whatever the crap that game's called, the Persona fighting game, how it's coming to the Nintendo Switch in March. And Atlas, they'll be hyping the game up, and then they'll throw something at the end where they're going to either tease that Persona 4 Golden is coming to the Nintendo Switch, or that Persona 3 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, we're in the 25th anniversary of Persona. Is that what they're calling it? I think they said there's supposed to be announcements every single month. I might be going a little crazy about that.
Every few months.
Every few months. Okay, all right. Dang, I guess Persona fans don't eat that well. Anyways, when it comes to announcements. But I'm thinking that they're going to bring this up because I guess that is a pretty big deal that we're getting a Persona game on Switch. And I think now is the time to talk about a potential Persona 4 Golden. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I know it's something I really want on the Switch. I'm still confused why we don't have that on the Switch. To me, it's a no-brainer, but I guess Atlas has their reasons. Itachi, you're up.
Okay. So, we had brought up ending with something big.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think it was, this was a long time ago. This was March of 2018, they ended with Smash. Last year, I think they ended the direct with Splatoon, right? Splatoon 3?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they're no stranger in even teases of big projects that they have. The biggest one, the biggest tease was Smash. I think that it is possible that they end with Xenoblade 3.
Ooh.
And with a not a concrete day date, but I think they say December 2022.
J. Matthew, you're up.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they do more with Virtual Console this year. Honestly, that's one of my things that I like a lot. Maybe they bring the price down on the expansion pack though, but that's another day.
Nintendo putting a price drop on something? You're funny, man. You're funny.
Right. But I don't know. Maybe since we just got 64, maybe they do something small at the end of the year, like Game Boy, or GBA. But maybe they just like probably won't touch on this direct, but maybe in the future they do something like that.
So I put something similar down on my list, except they were going to talk about more of what N64 and Sega Genesis games was coming to the platform. Because I know there was that whole leak that happened a few months ago. I think it was showing an indication of what else could be coming to the expansion pack. I think they're just going to bring it up because, for example, I feel like they're going to announce like Smash Bros. 64 will be on Nintendo Switch expansion pack by the end of the direct, like at the end of the presentation. You know how they do a shadow drop or something. I think they're gonna shadow drop something big with the expansion pack when it comes to like a big N64 game, because I know Smash Bros. Fans will go crazy if they put a online version of Smash 64 on the expansion pack for $50. Anyways, story for another day. But I think that could be a strong possibility where they're talking more about what's coming to the service in terms of games. And who knows, maybe it's something else they announce, like a benefit, since, you know, a lot of people got really mad about their pricing. Maybe they'll drop something that will be like, hey, the expansion pack is worth it now. I don't know.
That's very true.
I think it'll be interesting, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like how they kind of threw in, Animal Crossing DLC, but wait, if you have the expansion pack, you get it for free. So it's kind of like that, you know?
I think it'll be something like that, since they were in a lot of controversy, but I mean, Nintendo's always in controversy, and every Nintendo fan complains, they boycott, and then they end up buying the thing anyway, so it's hard to say if the boycotting actually worked this time. Maybe Nintendo will address it, I don't know.
I think there's a precedent for them putting DLC now. Now, I think they've set that precedent with the Animal Crossing DLC, like we've talked about. I think they might put future paid DLC tied to the expansion pack, like I had brought up earlier, Mario Kart DLC. Maybe they might tie that to the expansion pack.
That's a good point there too. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think it'd be interesting if they just brought it up and just be like, nothing's actually coming to the service. We just wanted to remind you guys that it's still here, $50, and then everyone's gonna get mad on Twitter. Anyways, Ty, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, you guys kind of covered all of my next points. The Nintendo Switch Online, I did make a video about the like code breaking of that and how each game had an ID pre-assigned to it, and they were all over the place, leaving holes for additional games. And I would agree that they're gonna have additional N64 and Genesis games, and there's also a hole for another console, and so I think Game Boy is coming. I don't know if it's going to be this quick because I think they want to push out more games, but I was just also going to say that I bet they announce a DLC and also that it will be part of the expansion pack.
I have something I guess can kind of correlate possibly with the Nintendo Switch expansion pack. I put this down on here. I don't know how serious they're going to take this game once it comes out, if they're going to do more updates with it. But seeing how the game is, I feel like it's a strong possibility that they're going to actually update this game more than just a base release game. I put Pokemon Legends down on here. And I don't know if they've said anything. I haven't kept up with all the news of the game. I've seen some of the gameplay stuff. This game is looking more and more like it's going to be like a Monster Hunter meets Pokemon type game. And you know how Monster Hunter updates like every 3 weeks with new content. I wonder if they have anything down for Pokemon Legends to be something like that. And if that is the case, I feel like mentioning that in a direct might be possible. I know Pokemon likes to do their own things a lot, so that's why I have this as like a possibility. I don't feel confident, but I feel like it's a possibility that Pokemon Legends just could be here just to say free updates, paid DLC, something like that is coming, and they'll show a teaser of what's to come in those updates. So, Tachi, you're next.
Okay. So this is probably my most out there one, or my least likely, not most out there, my least likely one. It's again one where they could end off on it. They could also begin with it, but I think it's more likely that they'd end on it. And if they end on this, obviously they wouldn't have like Xenoblade 3, and they probably wouldn't have anything else that's like super huge. And this is also something that they could probably wait for E3 for. But the last game in the series was announced in January of 2017, and this year we have the Super Mario movie. And I think there's a strong chance that they could tie a new 3D Mario into that movie. Not like a movie game, but just a brand new 3D Mario. Make it release close to the game, boost sales of the game, boost sales for tickets for the movie, and it'll just be a very like symbiotic relationship where Mario just booms the holiday season. Of course, they do have Breath of the Wild 2 planned for the holiday season, so if Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, they probably wouldn't release Mario, like a 3D Mario Odyssey 2, like that same like time frame. But there is a chance that they could delay Breath of the Wild 2, and if they do, I think that increases the chance of a new 3D Mario.
You know what would be real funny is if they go ahead and be like, this new Mario game is actually going to be voiced by Chris Pratt. Just to...
I'd cry. Oh no.
I mean, I feel like that'd be funny. I mean, although you do make me wonder, would Nintendo do a movie tie-in game?
I don't think they would do a movie tie-in game. I think this would be like Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3 or a brand new Mario game. I just think it's something that they would want to release nearby the, like, close to the movie's release date. Probably November.
So this is what my brain is thinking right now, what you're saying. I hope you're right, but I don't know if you guys keep up with the leaks. They're saying that the Odyssey team was developing a Donkey Kong game.
Oh yeah,
That's
So it makes me wonder, let's just say the leaks was true, that would mean that this new Mario game is going to be developed by a new team.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is going to be interesting. Who's going to be ahead of the new Mario game?
Yeah, I actually think that that it's the Odyssey team working on it, but I think that Donkey Kong probably came too early. I think there's Donkey Kong game in development, but we also just heard about Nintendo's plans to make a Donkey Kong movie, maybe like next year or in 2 years or in 3 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
If that's true, the Donkey Kong game that we heard of might have just been in early stages of development, because we did hear that it was being made, but like everyone that knew about it was so conflicted, whether it's a 3D game, a 2D game, it's separate from the Country series, like they didn't really know too much about it, they just knew of its existence. So maybe it might have just leaked too early, maybe it was still in its pre-production and still hasn't even entered full production.
That's a good point, I didn't even think about that. Oof, it's gonna be interesting. J. Matthew, you're up.
Yeah, I think those are some great points to bring up, especially with games tying in with the movie. I feel like Nintendo would probably just tie in with the movie and promote the movie and the game at the same time, whether it's a new Mario game or really anything that could even relate to the movie. I think that was a great point.
Ty, you're up.
Yeah, I'm so I'll go with a long shot. I think that there is a chance that they either make some sort of announcement with the new Breath of the Wild, or something, maybe like a title release or a date or something. I don't know that it makes sense, but
this is Nintendo. Most things don't make sense.
Like a pipe dream a little bit, but that's kind of my long shot that we actually do see. It seems like no one's expecting it, but the longer we go without hearing anything, the more and more worried I am that it's going to make this year. Like we had the one I know the one gameplay trailer didn't have much, and but I know, like we were discussing it, that most of it's probably like they're reusing a lot of assets and stuff, and so it's possible that it could just move fast with production, like obviously faster than the original, but I hope to see something with the new Breath of the Wild, especially after I just finished the first one, so it's hot on my brain.
So that's what. So since we're talking about Breath of the Wild, I'm gonna make a prediction that the game is still coming out this year. But I do think it was delayed to Christmas. I have always felt that Breath of the Wild 2, I've even said this on the Tycast many times, that I felt like that this game was meant for a early 2022 release. And the only reason why I say that, if we look at Nintendo's calendar, or just how they release their games, how they announce their games, whenever they show gameplay of a game, that means they're close to completing development of the game, or it's coming out closer than we think. I mean, that's how they've handled like the last 4 years of their games. So I really strongly feel that that game was meant to come out for maybe the anniversary of the Nintendo Switch release. I don't know. That March-April timeline, I feel like it was supposed to come out, that timeline. And I think since we haven't heard about it, I do think it was delayed to probably Christmas, just so it's just a perfect game almost. That's just my theory. That's the Monado Max theory. I might be going crazy. I mean, I've already said crazy stuff today, like Persona 4 Golden. So, you know. Speaking of crazy, that leaves me with another crazy prediction. Now, I know this is never happening. This is never happening. So you guys can go ahead and roast me in the comments, but I have always predicted this in every direct predictions video I've ever made on this channel. And for sake of tradition, I have to predict this again. Because I feel like at one point this game was going to come to the Switch. At one point. It's never happening, I realize it. But, Tachi knows what I'm saying. Going to say, Fallout 4. Fallout 4 for the Nintendo Switch. I know I'm crazy. I felt like that game was 100% going to happen for the Nintendo Switch. I never felt more confident in my life when it came to something Nintendo related that game would happen on the Nintendo Switch. It's never been announced. It's not going to be announced since, you know, Xbox bought Bethesda. I'm pretty sure all the Bethesda Nintendo titles that they were working on has probably come out now. So, yeah, it's a pipe dream, I guess. It's a pipe dream. Tachi, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna swing back around to what you were saying about Breath of the Wild 2 supposed to come out at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see that, and that's where I got my idea right now to slot this in. Where if Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year and is coming out in the second half of the year, whether it's November or December or it has to be like November, December. If it's coming out at the end of the year, I think there is a good chance that to keep everyone, or to keep the Zelda fans from choking Nintendo, I think there's a solid chance that the Wii U ports for this year, or for the beginning of this year, are a Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD dual pack, and it would come out probably April or May.
You see, I wanted to predict that, but I've predicted that so much like Fallout 4 that I think people would be like, Max, you're crazy. So maybe since I'm not predicting that, it's going to end up actually happening. The final 3D Zelda games we need on the Switch will finally come to the Switch. I made, like 3 videos talking about how I felt so for sure that was happening on the Switch. And guess what? It's not out yet.
Hasn't happened yet. I do think that if the dual pack is real, and if it does come out this year, if it is any time after June, Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out this year. If it lands, if this dual pack lands July or afterwards, I don't know if they would still release Breath of the Wild 2.
Okay, I think that's fair. It's fair. Jay Matthew, you're up.
All right, I think Kirby's gonna have a lot of anniversary stuff this year. Maybe not a lot, but they're gonna have something because they made a logo for it. The game's coming out in March. I feel like if the direct's in February, they could be like, hey, look at this preview for the next Kirby game, and also here's some anniversary stuff. We're getting Epic Yarn and the Return to Dreamland, and we're getting Game Boy Virtual Console with all the Game Boy Kirby games. like maybe
Ty, you're up.
Kirby Game & Watch.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that. I forgot about the Game & Watches. But while we're on the Kirby talk, I got 2 little small things here. on my predictions list. So I have a feeling that this Direct is going to be heavily focused, or heavily. You know how they have one game that they put a lot of focus on, like the last Direct, I believe it was Metroid Dread that they did like 5 minutes of. I believe that this Nintendo Direct is going to have a focus on Kirby, and then more of a heavier, more focus on the Project Triangle strategy game, because that, I believe, is still coming out in March. I don't know if there was a delay that I don't know that was announced yet, but we know a lot about the Project Triangle strategy. Is that what it's called? It's the team that the Octopath Traveler team's working on. It's their next game. It's coming out early this year. It was slated for March 2nd, unless it got delayed.
No, it's still there.
Still there. Okay.
Yeah,
well, with that being said, then I think they're going to put a heavy focus on that, announcing a brand new demo. Tachi, you're up.
I'm going to go with something small for this prediction. Something that none of us have brought up yet, and I think everyone here probably forgot about. This game got delayed out of December. It's Advance Wars.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
I was gonna mention Advance Wars, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a trailer with its release date, and it's probably gonna not have a makeover, but it's probably gonna look a little better.
Okay, so I have 2 more big things on my list, so I'm gonna use one of them now. And I'm not thinking all of this is gonna happen in the Direct, but I do feel strongly all of this is gonna happen this year. So these 2 big things, I'm gonna say both at the same time, because I don't feel both of these are gonna be shown off in the same Direct. I might be wrong. Nintendo might just go crazy. But I feel strongly that both of these games are gonna come out this year. It's just a matter of when. So I have a new Fire Emblem game. It's gonna be one of the remakes of the older games down on here. I feel like it's very strong that we're going to see a Fire Emblem game come out this year, considering it's been, was it 2019 when Three Houses came out? And it's been 3 years later since the last Fire Emblem game. I think we're due for a Fire Emblem remake, because usually they like to do a new game, then a remake, then a new game, remake. I know some people I don't know much about the Fire Emblem series, but I know there's this one game that people are thinking it's going to be, and I don't know. I just think I feel very confident we're going to see Fire Emblem this year. All right, Itachi, what's on your list now?
I just wanted to talk to you about your Fire Emblem prediction, because I think that you are right about it. I do think that there's a good chance that we see Fire Emblem this year, but I don't think it's going to be a remake. So when the 3DS games came out, it went Awakening, then Fates, and then an Echoes game. I think that's what's gonna happen here too. So I think we got 3 houses, and then we're gonna get a brand new Fire Emblem game this year, and I think the next Echoes, or whatever they call it, is gonna be next year or in 2 years.
Okay, all right. Well, that goes to show how much Fire Emblem knowledge I know. Since I thought it was one game, then a remake, one game. But I forgot about Fates. I think a lot of the Fire Emblem fans try to forget that Fates exists. So I guess I don't feel as bad, because I know a lot of people don't like Fates.
Yeah, it's controversial among the community.
J. Matthew, you're next.
Yeah, I feel like we could definitely get another 99 game this year. I mean, it seems like they've been doing like 1 or 2 a year. We had, well, of course, years ago they were kind of dived in with Tetris 99, and we got Mario 35, which was basically 99, where you play as Mario, try to beat other players, and then there was Pac-Man 99 the next year, and that also was pretty big. I feel like this year they could either do another one where it's like an arcade game, or like a Kirby 99, like Ty kind of lightly mentioned. I feel like that'd be awesome for an anniversary, or even just like maybe a Galaga 99 or something like that. I love those games.
That would be awesome. Galaga 99. I need that in my life.
Right? Galaga is one of my favorites, so that'd be great. So either something like that, or for an anniversary of a Nintendo game, I feel like that'd be...
Moving on. Okay, so I mentioned I had one more big thing with the Fire Emblem topic. I feel like these 2 games are going to be coming out this year. I just don't feel both of them are going to be within the same Direct. A few months ago, we talked about this in one of my videos, that I had told you all that. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed that I said this before, but I said that there was going to be another Nintendo Bandai Namco game coming out. That Bandai Namco is doing another Nintendo game for Nintendo, and it was going to be coming out for the Switch. I didn't know what it was, didn't know any of that. I just knew that they were developing another big Nintendo game for Nintendo. I think now is the time that they're going to show that off, especially now that the fact that Zippo, I think is his name, he's another very credible leaker. He says that that's going to be announced this year, I think is what he was saying. He says it's coming out soon. So I think that game is going to be announced soon. I don't know what Bandai Namco could be doing when it comes to a Nintendo IP. I mean, I guess Pokken Tournament. I know that's not Nintendo IP, but you know, some people look at that as Nintendo IP. So maybe another Pokken Tournament sequel. I don't know. I really don't know what this project's going to be, but I think we're going to go ahead and see that come out this year or maybe early 2023. So that now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably more going to be announced at E3. But I'll let you guys put it down in the comments down below what you think that Nintendo Bandai Namco project is going to be. I've done everything I can to figure out what that project is, and I couldn't figure it out. So, anyways, Itachi, you're up.
Okay. So, I got one last thing that I had prepared, but I have one other like super small thing that I just came up thought of. Could I say them both, or do you only want to say one? Yes, okay. So, so I can just finish off. So the super small one that probably none of us are gonna like, and most people won't like. A few days ago, Emily Rogers made some tweets, and she had mentioned a sequel that no one is gonna care for. She's interested to see the critical reception because no one really wants it. And then I also saw Andre Seegers respond to it as if he knew what it was, and he also mentioned that no one cared about it. Nate the Hate also mentioned that no one would like it.
The Origami King 2.
I think we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 Switch. I think we're getting a sequel to 1, 2 Switch.
Wow.
I think it's So
I feel like if they do a sequel to 1, 2 Switch, they better mark the price down on the first one.
Yeah, I think that's what we're getting. Like that's something small, something not many people are gonna like, if anyone is gonna like. But that's the super small thing. Now the other one that I've been thinking about, and I think would be a great way to open up the presentation, I think would be excellent, is a game that has been missing for a very long time. It's one that I've been bringing up to every single discussion of yours, I think, Max, and every discussion that I have. I think it's time we finally see the return of Silk Song.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's been gone for so long, and I think that would be an excellent way to open up the show.
I do want to touch on your 1, 2 Switch thing. I will say I feel like a lot of people will care about that game if they do one important thing, and that's add online. I think if you do online, you could have so many funny moments with that game.
Okay, yeah.
I think 1, 2 Switch had potential. It was a $60. Or no, it's $50 actually. It was $50, which is an insane price. Anyways, it was $50 for a game that was just multiplayer with no online. I don't know, but if they really make a sequel to that, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
That's gonna have so many dislikes when it's announced. That's gonna be the controversial thing.
Well, when Splatoon 2 came out, they had the console edition to coincide with it. I think that'd be awesome if they did it again with this next game. I've seen a lot of concepts online that look crazy, because now they can do different colored switches, because they had the Mario one that was red. They could totally do another one that's green, or the dock's different color. I think that'd be awesome, especially since they did that with the last Splatoon, and the first one had its own back in Wii U when that came out. So I think that's very possible.
Ooh. That especially with the OLED. I don't think we have a special edition OLED yet, so
no.
Nintendo's definitely OLED, yeah, they're definitely waiting on to do a special OLED because everyone buys that crap up. Ty, you're up.
Is this my last?
Yes. Time? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna flood it real quick. ARMS 2.
Dude, I want that so bad. Okay, sorry, you can continue.
And then another Mario sports game like Strikers, or maybe even a baseball. I think Nintendo wants to keep doing Mario sports games. I'd like that. The other thing I was gonna say, I just forgot. Oh, a Switch Lite OLED. Because that's what should have been made, not a Switch OLED, honestly. Because I want to use my Switch Lite in handheld and then my Switch in docked, and so I have no benefit to the OLED screen in its dock. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do an OLED version of the Switch Lite, depending on when another generation of Switch comes and if it's a half step or a full generation. But that's what should have come out instead of the main console OLED. But that's the last of it.
Alrighty then. Well, guys, thank you all for watching this video. I'm gonna have all of them talk for a few seconds just to shout themselves out. I mean, I know you all already know who they are, but we're gonna do it anyways for tradition's sake. Itachi, shout yourself out.
Alright, you guys can find me on twitch.tv/Itachi Cosplays. I stream a lot of different games. My main games at the moment are going to be Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Ooh, I still need to beat Pokemon Pearl and Diamond, so that's a good reminder for me. J. Matthew, you're up.
Alright, you can find me at JMatthew on YouTube. That's JMATTHEW. I do reviews, I do vlogs occasionally. You can find me on Twitter at JMatthew_YouTube. So yeah.
Ty.
Yo, I'm Tynology Gaming. Tynology Gaming on YouTube, youtube.com/Tynology Gaming. I do a lot of videos about hardware and some prediction stuff. And then on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tynology, we do the TyCast podcast every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Max is a very, very regular panelist on that show. And then I also stream in between podcast episodes over there, just random, all sorts of different games, a lot of Nintendo stuff, but other stuff too, some Halo. That's it.
Yes, I think make sure to check all of them out in the description below. All their links and socials. Actually, I don't think I'm going to put their Twitters in the link. Sorry about that. So you'll just have to find their Twitters on their own. Go check them out in the description below. They've been on my channel so many times, so definitely show them some love and all of that good stuff. Well, guys, I've been talking, or actually, we've all been talking for way too much. We will all see you in the very next video. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out my Twitter, check out my Discord, check out, I have so many things to check out. Check out all the podcasts that I'm a part of, like TyCast, for example, and then check out my Storyfire, because I just got video access. I don't know if I've really talked about that much on YouTube, so definitely check that out. Actually, J. Matthew, you're on Storyfire. So yeah, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.